Hello guys, welcome back. It's Logical as always, and today it's episode 4 of the Buildcraft. Today we're going to be running the crit amp build. I personally, as it sits right now, as says this is live recording, as it sits right now, I'm not too sure how this is going to work, because this is entirely theory crafted, but again, post commentary and editing me, take it away. So yeah, as you already explained, that we are going to be running the crit amp builds we are, and yes, this build is incredibly wonky and it's weird as an overall note, but I don't think it's the build's fault at the same time though. But as an overall sort of statement, the build is weird, so it is. So we're going to start off with Liberator, obviously the carry crest or the ranger crest, and the reason why this is because it gives you a shield and lifesteal and attack speed. It's mostly just more for the lifesteal and the shield because we're not running any form of defenses, aka health or just natural defense. We're very squishy, so expect very swift deaths. Even with Khaimera's passive, you're still squishy, and parts of the build kind of represent that, so it does. So then the next item, Stormbreaker. The actual core build here, is basically mostly just amps, so it is. Stormbreaker because it helps with clear and is an amp as well, so it is. It has an amp, so whenever you're actually hitting, obviously there's chain lightning, so you get an amp from that, and it's more or less identical to, bar the chain lightning, it's basically identical to the lightning hawk as well. Only difference is the lightning hawk is the start of our crit chain, so it is. And basically we already have 2 amps online, so we're already putting out sufficient damage, so we are. Following that there, we're also going to be picking up Terminus. This is mostly just for the lifesteal and obviously the crit, to keep the crit rhythm coming, so it is. So we're going to be running Terminus as well. Following that there, and the entire point to this build, is Solaris. Solaris was one of the new items added, and it is a crit amp. So whenever you use an ability, you get an amp that's based off of your crit. And that was the entire reason why I even thought of doing this build in the first place. So it was. And then the last 2 items are quite self-explanatory. Vanquisher, so whenever they drop below 5% health, they die. And Imperator, to get them closer to it faster. Now, as you already know, this is a 100% crit build, so it is. So you're trying to get as much damage out of your crit as possible. Following that there, for your extra items, if you don't like any of the items that I've chosen, there are other items or other choices, so to speak. You have Equinox, so you do, for the shield as well as damage and attack speed. You've got Tainted rounds, just for attack speed and if you're dealing with healing, and that's quite relevant, so it is, because there's a lot of healing. But yeah, it's mostly just to deal with healing. Then you have nuclear rounds. Nuclear rounds is because we are running a 100% crit build, it means that our actual ambush is getting amped from nuclear rounds as well, which is quite remarkable in my opinion, and it does help it a little bit because you are adding on more damage to that ambush. And then finally you have Dominator. There really isn't many crit items to really work with, so I kind of sort of picked the best ones that would have fitted. And Demolisher. Demolisher is basically just there so you can just shred straight through their defenses, so it is, and the more you'll get more damage the more health that they have, but that's at best situational, so it is. As a whole, the build is bizarre, so it is. As is, it'll take a little bit of time just to sort of find your rhythm with the build, but it can work, but it has to... how do you explain this? It can work, but it's only in very unique circumstances does it really shine. Does that make sense? At the exact same time, though, I do believe I scuffed several things on this build. Not going to deny, I do believe it's one of those builds that I do need to come back to, so it is, and having a whack at it and see what is potentially possible with it, because I do believe it has the potential to do what needs to be done. The only real problem is it can be a high investment for not a very high payoff, so it is something that I might need to try. It's trying to get the investment versus, because if we're going to go, for example, right, if we take our health amp build, if we run the same first 3 items, that being Overlord with Elefrost and Berserker's Axe, we already have the makings of a health amp build, so at that stage, why bother going into crit whenever you could just continue to feed that health amp build? That's where the problem is you're not given, in my opinion, you're not given enough incentive to go into a crit amp build. I'm not downplaying the build. is weird and kind of works, but kind of works is not exactly what you consider reliable, so it isn't. So anyway guys, enjoy the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and if you've got any feedback, drop it in the comments. And back to your regularly scheduled programming, guys. Bye! Okay. Okay, Greystone Jungle. Drongo. Oh, lovely. Okay, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Other than that, it was a Skylar mirror match. Lovely. I'm pretty sure post-commentary's taken enough time to, or got enough time to explain the build. As you can probably tell from the way that I'm explaining it, it doesn't sound just 100%. Just doesn't sound 100%. Does that make sense? Because it's just, as I'm looking at it, it's like, There's a few wee things there that's just, there's a few things that just sit uneasy with me, if that makes sense. But as says, with everything that they've explained, this is basically run with 100% crit. I've even preemptively, funnily enough, I added a V1 to it because this is version 1. Because, as it says, this entire build revolves around one item. 2 items if you really, well, 3 items if you want to consider the other 2. But this basically revolves around one item that is basically, it's a new item, Solaris. So it is, that's entirely what this build revolves around. So it's going to be interesting to see how it actually performs. What the fuck does Greystone think he's doing? Greystone was going to try and steal my fucking raid. Cheeky bastard. He's going to need it back. He's going to lose time here, so he is. I give him credit for being cheeky, but he's going to lose time. Now again, the Marksman Crest might be interesting, but the Marksman Crest seems to actually stack decently quick, which is kind of scary. Not going to deny that. The Marksman Crest seems to stack very quickly and also gives you a good bit of damage in jungle too, so I'm not going to deny that. That is definitely something that needs to be looked at. Because that's stacking like really scary quick. That's probably the fastest stacking of the crests by far. So I can see why it's used in jungle because of how fast it actually does stack. Huh. That's definitely one of the more interesting sort of conundrums that we've found ourselves in. Morgesh playing super ballsy. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if she did not see that coming, there is a great issue at play there. If she did not, like, I'm sorry, but I basically stayed in lane saying, right, I'm going to jump on you. Why are you still sitting here? I basically outright stated what I was going to do, and she still proceeded to ignore me. Ten out of 10 for dumb shittery, I guess. Ten out of 10 for dumb shittery. Like Like Morgesh should have well knew that I was going to go straight in on her. Morgesh should have well knew I was going to go in on her. I'm Khaimera. I'm possibly one of the most greedy junglers in the game. That has me actually quite shocked, actually. Like, I'm one of the, if not the most greedy jungler in the game. And then you got Greystone here, who's just being greedy as well, stealing farm from their fucking solo laner. Sorry, correction, off laner. Okay. I don't know why you're exactly thieving, but sure. Makes life easy for me. Nah, she TP'd away. Well, it burns her TP, so I don't care. So it does. It burns her TP, so I don't care. I really and truly don't care all that much. Oh, Morgus is playing really aggressive though. Fez, well, I would say Fez patient, but really, Morgus just hard dived her. What are you doing, Mori? Oh, I'm on it. Don't worry. Like, I have questions. Like, I genuinely have questions. What possessed her to do that? Am I missing something? I'm missing some, like, key details or something here. Because there is absolutely zero reason for that Morgus to have dived that damn hard. What the fuck does this Greystone think he's doing? There he is there. What are you doing? The dude's being like, I understand I understand a little bit of greed, but you're not gonna box a fucking Khaimera. Right, that was expected. I'm not gonna deny that. That there was expected, but that there's primarily because I couldn't do anything to assist. Because for some unfounded reason, this team is playing so... Well, sorry, correction. To be more 100% correct, their fucking Greystone is being obnoxiously aggressive against me. And I would really like to know why. Because quite frankly, I didn't do anything to him. I didn't annoy him. I don't know. Like, in all fairness, it was him that fucking pulled the stunt first. So it was him that pulled the stunt first. Not me. Like, he came into my fucking jungle and tried to fucking rob my raid. What did you think was going to be the repercussions of that, lad? Go on, dive me, dive me, dive me, go on. Fuck, you're infuriating, man. What is he building? Right, he's going straight into Basilisk. Not going to deny. Odd choice. But sure, why not? All I know is this Greystone is bothering me with his aggression levels. He does tend to forget that I am also Khaimera, like it's... And immediately fade with the fucking revenge cure there. Like, I don't know what this Greystone's deal is. The only thing I can assure right now is he's just playing really damn weirdly. So he is. Alright, let's get an amp going, which is going to be our Lightning Hawk. Which is going to be the beginning to our crit. Funnily enough, because I'm going to need tank, I'm actually going to go Liberator. And we're just going to go crit. It's mostly just on the basis of I need some form of tankiness. Because it's... Khaimera's good for a fight. Not if he gets instantly gibbed. Because, like, to be 100% clear, this is an all or nothing build. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody's already copped onto that there from the description. But, like, this is a build that if it doesn't perform immediately, basically you're kind of scuffed. So you are. Like, long story short, you're just a bit scuffed. Now, again, I would love, and this is why. Are you seriously running from me? Right, just retreat. He's actually running. He actually understands that he's not going to be able to beat me in a 1v1. Is he even farming? No, like this Greystone has me confused. They're probably on Prime Orb. It doesn't surprise me with how aggressive this Greystone is. So it genuinely doesn't surprise me with how aggressive this Greystone is. Yeah, no. Oh, I don't know anymore. All I know is this Greystone's being fucking weird about this, so he is. I don't know what his fascination with mid lane is. That was going to happen eventually, lah. Because our duo lane has no fucking... Well, it's not that they don't have any presence. It's just that they're not doing what they need to be doing. Now, likely odds is Skylar's TP's back up anyway. She likely already knows as I'm here as well. Never mind, she doesn't even bother. You son of a bitch, lah. Did you really think I was not going to hunt you to the ends of the fucking earth? I'm Khaimera. I'm the most persistent jungler. Yes, guys, why don't you attack Fangtooth? I can't attack Fangtooth if I'm the one running around like a headless fucking chicken. Greystone, Basilisk, okay. Like, Greystone's greed alone is legitimately starting to get the better of him. How did Mortgage take out Faye? I was kind of hoping Mortgage would be a bit more aggressive. Yeah, Greystone isn't even taking his own farm. There's Narbash. Get out of my way. I have no issues doing this, though. You're still on this shit, Greystone. Fuck you, Narbash. Thank you, Fizz. Oh, Jehovah. Right, that did not go to plan at all, and it's primarily because I didn't have the item that I needed, which was Terminus. I need lifesteal, you see, so I need Terminus. Right, so there's been a full rotation because apparently I'm Nightmare number 1, so I am. I am just straight up the nightmare of the game right now, so I am. But it's primarily because their team is being fucking weird. And I don't fucking like it. Stormbreaker's at 58 stacks, so I like that. That, to me, is good. Ah, Murdoch's out. Okay, good boy. Morgesh is still just getting absolutely murdered by me. Right. Again, the weirdness of this match, it's just that Greystone. It's just the Greystone is just being a bit too obnoxious to me, look. Bitch. I tried. I failed. We'll move on with our day. Nice. I genuinely don't think Greystone farms. Fucking Greystone. What's he got built? Ah, right, okay. Probably not the right build to go up against the Greystone with. More than likely not the right build to be fighting a Greystone with. At the same time though, I've likely pissed off their Greystone because I killed him so early in the game. So I think that's his second getbacks. So it is Skylar's here. The only I suppose they do have technically 2 tanks. They have 2 tanks via technicality. Did Faye get... Oh, Faye's got no mana. I'm out. Nice, and then Greystone's in on the Fae again. Greystone's greed, though. Why is Skylar over there? Missed. Where the fuck's our Drongo up? Get off me, boy. Fuck that, I'm gonna go for Grey. Yes. Fucking get off me, Greystone, boy. Jesus Christ. Bye, bitches. Again, once I get Terminus online, and I It's mostly once I get Terminus online, then we're going to be able to sort of stack. It's just what I'm currently lacking is a problem. Kill that fucking Mortgage. Oh shit. Well, thanks. Gets them off my ass. Oh, but Greystone's on the hunt. Yeah, no, I'm problem number one, so they're after me. I am the problem right now, and they want my head. Yeah, I'm the problem, and they want me dead. What build are you going? I have so many questions, but I'm not even going about this. This match is just weird. People are just being weird, doing weird shit. I can't say anything. I'm doing the exact damn thing. The exact same damn thing, so I am, right? So we've got Terminus online. Realistically, Greystone's not really scaring me all that much. The only issue I'm really having is the fact that I'm squishy as fuck. Hence the reason I picked up, what's it called? Liberator? But then that's also why I picked up Terminus as well. Terminus gives us lifesteal, and it makes it a little bit more beneficial for us. Nice. Now, Drongo escaped me the last time, so he did. And Greystone's straight back into the middle of it. Fucking Greystone, how can you hit me whenever I'm in mid-air, you bitch? I'll say nothing more to it. Right, Skylar, I need you to start building pressure on that fucking lane, as Greystone's being annoying. It's weird because, again, for a crit build, I like it. You do good damage with it. Like, I'm not even going to argue that point. You do good damage. The only thing is, though, is you're not able to take on the likes of Greystone in a fucking one-on-one brawl. Well, you can. You just need to be a little bit more patient with it. Because if Greystone's by himself, I'm nearly sure I can beat the piss out of him. But I need him to be by himself. Does that make sense? And Stormbreaker isn't even fully maxed out yet. Once Stormbreaker does get maxed, then we're pretty much Gucci at that point. But until then, it's scuffed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this here. Like, they're all packing in now, and like, this is Greystone's aggression is getting himself murked. Like, he is relying far, far, far too heavily on his ult. Is it something I would do? Yeah, I do tend to do that quite a bit, I'm not gonna lie. Like, but Greystone, I genuinely don't think Greystone has farmed at all. Like, I genuinely don't think Greystone has farmed at all. Delete that Mortgage. Oh wow, Mortgage just got mauled. Fangtooth. We got Prime Orb. Like, don't get me wrong, Greystone's being smart. His aggression is on point. He's just being weird. I think that's what's kind of somewhat bothering me a bit. Is the fact that he's being so weird in the way that he plays. I think that's what's kind of bothering me. He's not playing like a normal jungler would. Like, his aggression levels is absolutely off the charts. He doesn't farm from the looks of it. At all. Like, don't get me wrong. I know Greystone is a phenomenal fucking jungler. But at the same time, though, like, whenever you, like, I don't think Greystone ganked Duolian once, and now Murdoch's built, and now he is just going to cleave through their team like a hot knife through fucking butter, 'cause I'm nearly sure he's caught me in terms of kills. He's getting there. He's fucking getting there. Oh my god, that is some nasty fucking damage. Oh my god, that is some nasty fucking damage. Right, Drongo finally took out Murdoch. Just took him a hot second. But no, like, it's just this Greystone. Jesus Christ, phone. Did you have a spaz attack there? Well, Greystone's nowhere near me, so this is just a free take. They surrendered. Okay, so I didn't even get to fully test the build, but at the same time, though, it's like the one thing I have discovered, and I think that there's what my sort of thought process was with the crit build. I think that's what my thought was with Zephyr's Mantle, was to counteract the squishiness. Now, don't get me wrong, we done well, but it's just, it feels overall weirder. What build were you going with, Morgesh? I don't know. As I said, Drongo survived without, like, he had 0 deaths, so fair dibs to him. Greystone's build was just weird. I'm nearly sure in a straight one-to-one altercation I probably could have killed him. Well, I did kill him at the start of the game, which was hilarious, but it was just weird. The dude was just weird. But no, I think that there's what I was trying to cure. So it was with the Liberator and the Zephyr's Mantle sort of ideas here. I was trying to curb the squishiness of a crit build. But then at the same time, though, like, I'm trying to think of a way that it would work, because I think that there's the same reason why I had Equinox in the crit build as well, was simply on that basis, was trying to curb the squishiness. But then in terms of efficiency of crit, what are you looking is 80%, like 80% I'd say is probably the bare minimum you want, or maybe 60% if you really want to push it. But to make Solaris worth it, you're going to need at least 80%. To get as much damage as you reliably can get out of it. Because what I run there, well, technically it was 100% crit, but we never actually finished the game because they surrendered too early, which was weird to me. But anyway. But no, it confuddled me a little bit. Do you want to know something? That crit amp build, I may need to go back to. So, I'm going to come back to it as well. Because that, to me, is... There's something weird there. But then at the exact same time, though, I'm completely ignoring one major crest. So I am, aka Ortis. I'm avoiding the Assassin crest with Ortis because I want to see what else there actually is. Because we already know Ortis works. You literally jump and kill someone and then you get a permanent 3-stack. And you just rinse and repeat until infinitum. Like, it says you could do the same, like, what was it? The health amp build? Well, maybe not the health amp. You probably couldn't run it on a health amp build. Unlikely you can run it on a health amp build. But the rest of it so far seems to be like, the fighter build at least made sense. but it was probably, of all of them, I think the fighter build's probably the weakest so far. So the crit one needs to, we need to come back to the crit one, because the thing is though, is that build that we just ran was closer to a crit build than a crit amp build, but at the same time though, we did try to use Solaris. I think there's another way of going about it, but we'll just need to test it out a bit more. We'll need to return to the crit build and the crit amp build at this rate, so we will, guys. So we'll do that once we've finished up all the rest of the builds, so we will. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, share and subscribe if you didn't enjoy. And remember guys, not everything goes to plan. Bye!